Ever notice how some people seem ageless, not just in how they look, but in the way they carry themselves, full of energy, curiosity, and light? There's something about them that makes you question time itself. Now, you might think it's genetics, or skincare, or diet. And sure, those things play a role. But what if the real secret runs much deeper, beyond the physical, beyond what science can easily explain? Today, we're peeling back the layers on the spiritual reasons why some people appear younger than their age. And by the time we're done, you'll see that youthfulness isn't just a product of biology. It's a reflection of something far more profound. Let's start with a simple truth. Time is a mental construct. We measure it, we track it, we worry about it. But our experience of time, that's something else entirely. Some people carry time like a heavy burden. They live in a state of resistance, regretting the past, fearing the future. That stress ages them. It's not just emotional, it physically imprints onto their face, their posture, their energy. But then there are others, the ones who radiate youthfulness, no matter their age. The ones who move through life with ease, who seem untouched by time. What's their secret? Presence. They've mastered the art of existing fully in the present moment. When you're deeply present, your mind isn't weighed down by regrets or anxieties. It's open, light, and fluid. And that state of being doesn't just change your energy, it changes your entire aura. But there's more to this than just presence. There's a deeper force at play, because when you stop identifying with time, something remarkable happens. You start identifying with your true essence. And your true essence, it's ageless. This is where things get interesting, because if your sense of self is tied to your soul rather than your age, your body starts to reflect that. Think about the monks, the sages, the spiritual masters. They don't just feel youthful, they look it. Their eyes shine with childlike wonder. Their bodies carry a lightness, a vitality that seems untouched by the years. This isn't a coincidence. This is the result of something very specific, something we're about to explore in depth, because the way you experience yourself, your thoughts, emotions, and energy shapes the way the world perceives you. Let's break it down. At every moment, your body is responding to your internal state. Stress, fear, and resistance create tension, draining your life force and accelerating aging. But when you live in a state of openness, curiosity, and joy, your cells respond to that too. You radiate vitality. You move with ease. You glow. And here's where the real shift happens. Your identity shapes your biology. If you see yourself as getting old, your body follows. If you identify as someone who is youthful, limitless, and filled with life, your body listens. Science calls this the mind-body connection. Spiritual wisdom calls it energetic alignment, but the principle is the same. Your beliefs dictate your reality. The reason some people seem to defy aging, they've stepped out of the rigid mental construct of time. Think about it. Most people live according to a subconscious script that says, at 30, I should act like this. At 40, I should slow down. At 50, I should feel tired. And guess what? The body obeys. But those who remain youthful don't play by those rules. They rewrite the script. They don't dwell on their age. They focus on their energy, their curiosity, their love for life. And in doing so, they tap into something powerful, something that keeps their spirit and their appearance timeless. And here's where it gets even deeper. Your energy field holds the key to how the world sees you. You've felt this before. Ever met someone who on paper should look much older, but carries an unshakable vibrancy? Or someone who's physically young, but feels weighed down by life, their presence almost dull? That's not just personality, that's energy. When your energy is expansive, when you're fully engaged with life, you appear brighter, lighter, more alive. And this isn't just perception, it's a shift in how you actually look and feel. Because the moment you detach from the idea that age must define you, You start operating on a different frequency, a frequency where time is fluid, where your spirit is the driver, where youthfulness isn't something you lose, it's something you amplify. And the people who embody this frequency share three hidden spiritual traits. Think about children. They don't obsess over the past. They don't worry about the future. They are fully here. And as a result, they radiate energy, excitement, and life. Now look at most adults. They carry the weight of years, memories, regrets, anxieties, etched into their faces, their posture, their energy. But those who appear younger, they've mastered the art of presence. They aren't trapped in stories of who they used to be or what's coming next. They experience life as it unfolds. And this isn't just a nice idea. It's a biological shift. When you're fully present, your nervous system relaxes. Stress hormones decrease. Your cells repair instead of deteriorate. Your entire body responds to the signal that it is safe, that it can breathe, that it can thrive. This is why spiritual masters, monks, and sages throughout history seem ageless. They've detached from the burden of time. They exist now, and now is where vitality lives. Aging isn't just about the body, it's about the weight people carry. Grudges, regrets, suppressed emotions. These things create tension not just in the mind, but in the body itself. The more you resist life, the more you tighten. The more you tighten, the more energy you drain. But those who appear timeless, they've learned to let go. They don't cling to old wounds. They don't replay past failures. They don't resist the flow of life. Instead, they surrender. They trust. They move. And movement, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, is the essence of youth. It keeps energy flowing. It prevents stagnation. It keeps the face soft, the body fluid, the spirit light. You've seen this before. The person who walks into a room and lights it up, not because of their age, not because of their looks, but because of their energy. Joy is magnetic. It lifts the face, it brightens the eyes, it makes a person glow. And here's the secret. This kind of joy isn't dependent on circumstances, it's cultivated internally. The spiritually youthful understand that joy isn't something you chase, it's something you choose. They find wonder in small moments, they laugh easily, they don't take life too seriously, and this has a profound effect not just on how they feel, but on how they appear. Because when you radiate joy, people don't see your years, they see your essence, they see you, and this is the real secret. Appearing young isn't about holding on to the past, it's about fully embracing the present. Most people don't realize this, but your body takes its cues from your consciousness, your cells, your skin, your energy. They're all responding to the signals you send them. And here's the shocking part. Aging accelerates the moment you start believing in it. Think about it. Society tells us that at a certain age, we should feel older, move slower, expect decline, and what happens? People accept it, they expect it, and their body follows suit. But what if you didn't? What if you refused to subscribe to the idea that age equals decay? What if instead you saw age as an expansion, a deepening of wisdom, of vitality, of life itself? This is how those who appear younger than their years operate. They don't absorb the collective fear around aging. They don't identify with limitation. Instead, they focus on one thing, energy. Because here's the truth. Your age isn't measured by numbers. It's measured by your vibration. Every single day, you are either in a state of expansion or contraction. When you're inspired, joyful, and connected, you expand. Your energy rises, your body follows. When you're weighed down by stress, fear, and resistance, you contract. Your energy drains, your body follows. And the real difference between someone who looks youthful and someone who looks worn, it's not just genetics, it's not just skincare, it's not just luck, it's how they manage their energy. The spiritually young understand this at a fundamental level. They protect their frequency. They move towards things that excite them. They detach from things that drain them. They don't let time define them. They let their state of being define them. And that's the shift most people never make, because they believe youth is something external, something that fades. But in reality, it's an internal state, a frequency you cultivate, a mindset you embody. And once you step into that realization, something profound happens. Your body listens, your energy shifts, your appearance follows. But here's the key. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about embodying a different reality, one where your energy leads and your physical form adapts to it. This is why people who radiate youthfulness often share one common trait. They don't resist life. They don't carry the weight of resentment, regret, or stress on their shoulders. They flow with experience rather than resisting it, because nothing ages you faster than tension. Think about it. Every worry, every grudge, every moment of fear creates resistance in your body. And resistance shows up physically, in your posture, in the tightness of your face, in the heaviness of your energy. But when you let go, when you surrender to life rather than fight against it, your body relaxes, your face softens, your energy opens. And suddenly you begin to glow, not from creams, not from treatments, but from the inside out. This is why the people who seem ageless are often the ones who have freed themselves from the burden of unnecessary stress. They don't cling to the past. They don't carry emotional baggage. They exist in a state of presence where every moment is fresh and their spirit stays light. And science backs this up. Studies show that chronic stress shortens telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA that determine cellular aging. Translation: stress literally speeds up the aging process. Meanwhile, practices like meditation, breathwork, and deep relaxation reverse that process, lengthening telomeres, preserving vitality, and keeping the body in a regenerative state. The result: a person who naturally radiates youth, no matter their age. This is the secret most people overlook. Youth is a byproduct of internal peace, not struggle, not force, not resistance, but alignment. And the more you release the emotional and mental weight you carry, the more your body rewards you with lightness, radiance, and longevity. So, the real question is, what are you still holding on to that's aging you unnecessarily? Because once you let it go, something remarkable happens. Your energy refreshes, your body regenerates, and you start to experience time in a way most people never do. Not as a relentless force pulling you toward decline, but as something fluid, something malleable, something that responds to your energy rather than dictates it. This is why some people seem to age rapidly while others appear untouched by time. Because time isn't just about the clock, it's about perception, and perception shapes biology. Think about how time drags when you're stressed, miserable, and trapped in routine. Every second feels heavy. Every day feels like a weight pressing down on you. Now think about those moments when you were fully alive, lost in passion, adventure, or deep presence. Time flew by, didn't it? Your body felt light. Your energy felt fresh. You weren't counting time. You were living it. That shift. That's the difference between aging and thriving. People who appear younger than their age aren't trapped in time. They don't obsess over it. They don't live by artificial timelines dictated by society. They stay immersed in the now, and because of that, their body doesn't register time the way others do. This is why monks, spiritual masters, and deeply present individuals often have an ageless quality about them. They've stepped outside the illusion of linear time. They've stopped identifying with the past. They've let go of futurizing their lives into worry and expectation. And in doing so, they've aligned themselves with the eternal present, where youthfulness isn't something they chase, but something they naturally embody. The body responds to what the mind believes. If you believe that aging is inevitable, that life gets harder, that your best years are behind you. Your body will follow that script. But if you believe that time is an illusion, that youth is a state of presence, that your energy determines your reality, your body will adjust accordingly. Because the cells in your body are listening. They're responding to the messages you send them every day. So what are you telling them? Are you feeding them stress, fear, and resignation? Or are you infusing them with excitement, presence, and a sense of timelessness? This isn't about denying age. It's about transcending the way most people experience it. When you shift your relationship with time, you shift your relationship with aging itself. When you shift your relationship with time, you shift your relationship with aging itself. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think appearing younger is about external fixes, creams, treatments, diets. But the real key? It's how you experience time internally, because your body follows your perception. Look at people who seem trapped by time. They say things like, "I'm getting old. My best years are behind me. Aging is just part of life." And what happens? Their body agrees, their posture changes, their energy dims, their cells respond to the script they're running in their mind. Now contrast that with people who seem ageless. They have a lightness about them, a vibrancy, a presence that makes time feel irrelevant. They aren't clinging to the past, nor are they anxiously chasing the future. They exist fully in the now. And because of that, their body reflects that timelessness. The way you think about time influences the way your body experiences it. So what happens when you stop seeing time as something that's running out, and instead see it as something you're immersed in, endlessly unfolding? You shift from aging to being, from counting years to expanding presence, from trying to look young to radiating youthfulness. And that's a powerful distinction. Because youth isn't just a number, it's a frequency, a state of being, a way of inhabiting time rather than being consumed by it. The moment you stop waging war against time and start aligning with it, something changes. Your stress decreases, your energy increases, your body recalibrates, and suddenly people start asking, "How do you always look so youthful? Why don't you seem to age?" The answer? Because you've stepped outside the rigid rules of aging that most people unconsciously follow. And now we're diving deeper. We'll break down the exact practices, mental, emotional, and spiritual, that keep your energy young, your presence magnetic, and your body in a state of timeless flow. Because the secret to appearing younger isn't about fighting time. It's about mastering how you move through it. And this is where things get even more interesting. Because once you stop fighting time and start flowing with it, you unlock something most people never experience: timeless vitality. It's not just about looking young. It's about the energy you carry, the lightness in your movements, the magnetism in your presence. You've seen it before. That person who walks into a room and you can't quite place their age. They have the wisdom of experience, yet the glow of youth. The kind of presence that makes people say, "There's just something about them." That's not an accident. It's a frequency created by three key shifts: the way they think about time, the way they regulate their emotions, the way they cultivate inner stillness. Let's break it down. 1. The way you think about time. Most people are stuck in linear time. They believe every passing year takes something away: energy, beauty, vitality. But what if that's just a belief? Because in non-linear time, age isn't about accumulation. It's about alignment. When you're deeply engaged in life, when you wake up excited instead of resigned, your body mirrors that state. People who feel alive don't age the way others do. They have a presence that makes time irrelevant. And the secret? They don't see time as something to fear. They see it as something to expand into. 2. The way you regulate your emotions. Stress, resentment, and unresolved emotions don't just weigh on your mind. They weigh on your body. They etch themselves into your posture, your expression, even your cellular health. You've seen it before. Two people the same age. One carries years of emotional baggage, the other radiates lightness. One looks tired, the other timeless. The difference? One is holding on to past pain, the other has learned to let go. And letting go is the ultimate anti-aging practice. The less weight you carry, mentally and emotionally, the lighter your entire presence becomes. 3. The way you cultivate inner stillness. The world is noisy, and most people are constantly pulled in 1,000 directions. Social media, news, stress, distractions. But those who seem ageless, they have a different rhythm, a different pace. They aren't rushed by life. They aren't consumed by external chaos. They cultivate inner stillness through meditation, presence, and deep awareness. And because of that, they exude a calm vitality that makes them magnetic. Their energy doesn't feel depleted. It feels centered. Their mind isn't cluttered. It's clear. And that clarity, that presence, it's what makes them appear timeless. So what happens when you integrate these 3 shifts? Your entire aura changes, your presence becomes lighter, your energy becomes magnetic, your body starts listening to the new script you're running, and people start to notice. They'll ask, "What's your secret?" And the truth is, it was never about fighting aging. It was about shifting your relationship with time, emotion, and stillness. And once you make that shift, everything changes. Because aging, as most people experience it, isn't just biological, it's energetic. Your body listens to your mind. Your cells respond to your emotions. Your energy field broadcasts your internal state. That's why 2 people can be the exact same age, yet one looks radiant, vibrant, and full of life, while the other appears worn down, heavy, and exhausted. The difference? It's not just in their diet, it's not just in their genetics, it's in their frequency. And your frequency is shaped by 3 things: how you experience time, how you hold emotions in your body, how you align with your true nature. Let's break this down into real, practical shifts you can start applying immediately. Most people live in time debt. They're either stuck in the past, replaying regrets, mistakes, and old identities, or worried about the future, living in anxiety and uncertainty. And here's what no one tells you. Living outside the present moment drains life force energy. When you're mentally stuck in yesterday or tomorrow, your body moves into survival mode. Stress hormones rise. Cellular regeneration slows. Your body starts aging faster, because it's in a state of tension, not renewal. But when you shift into presence, truly being where you are, your body enters a state of repair and rejuvenation. It's why people who meditate, practice mindfulness, and live with deep presence often look years younger than their age. They're not wasting energy fighting time. They're aligned with it. Emotions don't just come and go. They store themselves in your body. Resentment, guilt, shame, all of it accumulates in your posture, your facial expressions, even your skin. You can see it. People who carry emotional heaviness look physically weighed down. Their shoulders slump, their face looks tired, their energy feels slow. Now compare that to someone who has released their past. Their energy is lighter, their face is softer, more open, their movements feel effortless, fluid, graceful. Because the moment you let go of old emotional weight, your entire presence transforms. Your body stops carrying stress, your cells start rejuvenating, your face starts glowing, not because of skincare, but because of an energetic shift. There's one thing that ages people faster than anything else: living out of alignment. When you force yourself into a life, a job, a relationship, or a belief system that doesn't match your true self, your energy shrinks, your body reacts, fatigue sets in, stress builds, and over time it shows up in your face, your body, your movements. Now, contrast that with someone who is fully aligned with their truth. They radiate effortless youthfulness because their energy isn't being drained by inauthenticity. They do what lights them up. They follow their intuition. They live in a state of flow, not resistance. And the result? Their body stays youthful, not because they're chasing it, but because they're not resisting their own nature. It's not luck. It's not just genetics. It's the result of your inner state reflecting outward. When you live presently, your body stops rushing toward time. When you release emotional baggage, your energy becomes lighter. When you align with your true self, you stop aging in resistance. And this is the secret that people who seem ageless have always known. Youthfulness isn't something you chase. It's something you embody, not a trick, not a temporary fix, not something you achieve and then lose, but a state of being. And once you step into that state, time bends around you. Because here's the truth most people never realize. Your body doesn't keep time. Your mind does. Think about it. Two people can live the same number of years, but one feels old and exhausted, while the other radiates youth and vitality. Same years, same physical reality, but a completely different internal experience. Why? Because aging isn't just about the passing of time. It's about how you experience time. And most people, they experience it wrong. Most people live in fast forward, always chasing, stressing and rushing. Their minds are 10 steps ahead. Their bodies are locked in tension. Their energy is restless, strained, overworked. And the body responds to that. Muscles tighten, breath shortens, stress hormones flood the system, cellular regeneration slows. The result, they age faster because they are pushing themselves through time instead of flowing with it. But those who embody youthfulness, they do something entirely different. They don't fight time, they don't fear time. They expand their experience of it. And this shift, it changes everything. Instead of rushing, they slow down and savor each moment. Instead of stressing, they drop into a state of ease and flow. Instead of holding tension, they stay soft, open, and present. And what happens? Their body listens, their cells regenerate faster, their skin retains vibrancy, their energy stays light, fluid, effortless. It's not magic, it's alignment. Want to see the difference for yourself? Start shifting your relationship with time today. 1. Stop rushing. Live in present awareness. Every time you rush, you are aging yourself faster, not just mentally, but physically. So from this moment forward, move deliberately, breathe fully, speak slowly and intentionally, take in the details of every moment. This simple shift puts your body into regeneration mode instead of stress mode. 2. Create spaciousness in your day. Youthful energy requires space. If your schedule is packed to the edge, your nervous system is overloaded. And an overloaded system ages fast. Instead, give yourself moments of stillness throughout the day. Let go of rushing from one thing to the next. Take deep, intentional breaths between tasks. This creates spaciousness in your energy field, which directly impacts your body, skin, and vitality. 3rd shift from chronological time to energetic time. Chronological time says, you are this old. Energetic time says, you are as young as your energy allows. The people who look ageless, they don't define themselves by a number. They live in a state of renewal because they aren't measuring themselves against linear time. Instead, they ask, how light do I feel? How energized am I? How present am I in my life? And the more they focus on those things, the more their appearance follows, because biology follows belief. 4. Release the emotional weight of the past. One of the biggest causes of premature aging, emotional baggage, unresolved pain, regrets, and past wounds age you more than time itself. Why? Because the past lives in the body. Every suppressed emotion is stored physically, in your muscles, your organs, your face. That's why some people, despite being young, carry an old, tired energy. They are weighed down by emotions they haven't let go of. So here's your practice. Notice where you hold tension. Allow old emotions to surface. Journal, meditate, cry, release. Because once you free yourself from past emotional weight, your face softens, your energy lightens, and you appear years younger almost instantly. 5. Cultivate playfulness and curiosity. Ever noticed how children seem timeless? It's not just their young bodies, it's their energy. They explore, they laugh often, they move freely. Most adults, they stop playing, they stop being curious, they become rigid in their minds and bodies. And that rigidity, it ages you. So if you want to reverse time, start playing again. Be curious. Try new things. Move your body with freedom. Laugh as much as possible. Because the more you reclaim that childlike energy, the more your appearance, energy, and presence shift to match it. 6. Breathe like someone who is stress-free. Want an instant anti-aging tool? Fix your breathing. When people are stressed, they breathe shallowly and rapidly, which triggers a cascade of aging hormones. But those who appear effortlessly youthful, they breathe slowly, deeply, and fully. Inhale deeply through the nose. Fill your belly, not just your chest. Exhale fully and completely. Do this throughout the day, because every deep breath signals to your body, we are safe, we are calm, we are thriving, and your appearance adjusts accordingly. 7. Shift your inner narrative about aging. Your subconscious beliefs about aging shape your reality. If you believe aging means decline, I have to look older as I grow older, youth is something you lose, then your body listens and follows that script. But if you rewrite that narrative, your body adapts to a new expectation. Try this instead. My energy is timeless. I grow more radiant every year. I carry the wisdom of age and the spirit of youth. When you shift your inner dialogue, you shift your biological response, because the body follows the mind. Every time, you are not bound by time, you are shaped by your energy. This is what makes true youthfulness different from just looking young. It's not about holding on to your past self. It's about fully inhabiting your present self. And when you do that, when you start expanding your experience of time instead of rushing through it, your body, your energy, and even your appearance begin to shift. You stop aging according to the clock, and instead you start radiating from the inside out. And that's the real secret of why you appear younger than your age. You now understand that youthfulness isn't about fighting time, it's about expanding your experience of it. But there's another layer to this that most people overlook, because it's not just time that shapes how you age. It's emotion, specifically the unprocessed emotions you carry with you. And here's something most people don't realize. Your past doesn't just live in your memory, it lives in your body. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every moment you suppressed your truth instead of expressing it, it doesn't disappear. It gets stored in your muscles, in your face, in your energy field. And over time, that emotional weight starts to show. That's because aging isn't just biological, it's emotional. Chronic stress carves lines into the skin. Resentment creates rigidity in the body. Suppressed sadness manifests as dullness in the eyes. Fear and anxiety tighten the muscles, making a person appear tense and worn. It's not the years that age us, it's what we carry within those years. And the heaviest thing we carry, unreleased emotions. There's a reason why some people go through life's challenges but still radiate youthfulness and vibrancy. It's not because they've avoided pain, it's because they've learned to let it go. They don't let their past settle into their bodies. They process their emotions instead of storing them. And because they're emotionally lighter, they look physically lighter too. Their energy is fluid. Their movements are effortless. Their presence feels fresh and alive. It's like a weight has been lifted from them, because it has. And this is one of the biggest spiritual keys to appearing younger than your age. Not through force, not through resistance, but through emotional freedom. So how do you do this? How do you let go of years of stored emotion and free your energy so your body can reflect it? Here's how. 1. Recognize where you hold tension. Emotional baggage isn't just in your mind, it's in your body, and most people don't even realize where they're carrying it. Right now, do a quick scan. Do you feel tightness in your shoulders and neck? Stored stress. Is there a heaviness in your chest? Suppressed sadness. Do your jaw and fists clench easily? Unresolved anger. Does your stomach feel tense or unsettled? Buried fear. These aren't random sensations. They are physical imprints of emotional weight, and awareness is the first step to releasing them. 2. Breathe deeply and intentionally. When emotions get trapped in the body, the breath becomes shallow and restricted. And a restricted breath means restricted energy flow. That's why deep, intentional breathing is so powerful. It opens space for release. It signals safety to the nervous system. It allows tension to melt away naturally. Try this. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your belly. Hold for a moment. Exhale slowly through your mouth, imagining stress leaving your body. Repeat until you feel a shift. This alone can change how you feel and how you look. 3. Let yourself express what you've been holding. Most people age prematurely because they suppress, they swallow their pain, they bottle up their emotions, they pretend they're fine when their body is screaming otherwise. But what happens when something is held inside for too long? It stagnates, and that stagnation, it drains your life force. So give yourself permission to release. Write out what you've been suppressing. Cry if you need to. Move your body in a way that lets emotions flow out. Speak your truth, even if it's just to yourself, because every unexpressed emotion you free, frees you in return. 4. Release the past from your identity. This is where most people get stuck. They want to let go of emotional baggage, but they're still identifying with it. They say things like, "I've always been the anxious type. I'll never fully heal from that. I carry a lot of emotional weight." And without realizing it, they're reinforcing the very thing they want to let go of. But here's the truth. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are something far greater. And once you start seeing yourself beyond your past experiences, your energy shifts, your face softens, your spirit feels lighter, and the world notices. 5. Align yourself with joy. Every single day want to instantly look and feel younger. Start making joy a priority, because joy isn't just an emotion, it's a life force, and it has the power to rewire your brain for positivity, rejuvenate your cells, brighten your presence in a way no skincare routine ever could. So ask yourself daily, what brings me pure joy? What makes me light up inside? What would I do if I stopped taking life so seriously? And then do more of that, because the more you live in a state of genuine joy, the more your energy, body, and presence reflect it. The reason you appear younger than your age, it's not genetics, it's not luck. It's because at some level you've already let go of something most people are still carrying, and that lightness, it's visible, it's palpable, it's powerful. And now you have the tools to expand that even further, because once you free yourself from the emotional patterns that age you, you don't just look younger, you become younger. The energetic glow that makes some people appear effortlessly radiant, no matter their age. Because youthfulness isn't just about what you release, it's about what you cultivate. And once you master this, your presence becomes truly timeless. There's something else you might have noticed. Something beyond just looking younger. It's the way people respond to you, how they seem drawn to your energy, how they tell you, there's just something about you. How you radiate something they can't quite put into words. This isn't just about looking young, it's about vibrational presence, because some people don't just look youthful, they glow. And that glow, it's an energy signature, one that speaks louder than words, louder than physical features, louder than any anti-aging secret ever could. Every person you meet has an energetic presence. A field of energy that extends beyond their physical body. And within that field, their emotions are imprinted, their thoughts ripple outward, their belief systems shape how they appear to the world. Some people carry a heavy, dense energy. You can feel it the moment they walk into a room. It's like they're weighed down by stress, by negativity, by an unconscious attachment to their past. And then there are others who seem to radiate light. Their presence lifts a space. Their energy feels fresh. They don't just walk through life. They flow through it, and that's the difference. A person who appears younger than their age isn't just defying time biologically. They're doing it energetically. It's not genetics. It's not just healthy living. It's the state of their energy field. And this field is shaped by the thoughts they think daily, the emotions they allow themselves to feel fully, the beliefs they hold about themselves and the world, the level of stillness they cultivate within. You've met people like this before. Their faces might show signs of age, but their presence, it feels ageless, and that's because they've mastered something most people ignore. They've learned to lighten their energy field. And that lightness, it shows. The key to appearing youthful isn't about resisting age. It's about becoming an open channel for life force energy. And that requires clearing the energetic blocks that make people appear dull, drained, and weighed down by life. Here's how. 1. Stop absorbing other people's energies. Ever noticed how after spending time with negative or stressed out people, you feel exhausted? That's not your imagination. Your energy field is taking on their frequency, and if you do this too often, it starts to weigh you down. Your glow fades, your vibrancy dulls, your youthful presence diminishes. So set clear boundaries. Protect your energy like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Notice how different environments affect your mood and vitality. Be intentional about who and what you allow into your energetic space. Because the lighter your field stays, the more effortlessly youthful and radiant you remain. 2. Make joy a daily habit. We talked about this before, but joy isn't just a nice feeling. It's a high-frequency state that directly impacts your energy field. And nothing makes a person glow more than genuine joy. So here's a question. When was the last time you laughed? Like really laughed? When was the last time you did something purely because it made your soul come alive? Joy isn't optional for youthful energy, it's essential. So start treating it that way. Find something daily that brings you pure, childlike joy. Laugh more often, because laughter instantly shifts your energy. Do things that make you lose track of time, because that's where timelessness lives. The more joy you cultivate, the brighter your energy becomes. And when your energy is bright, your presence becomes magnetic. 3. Purify your inner world. One of the biggest reasons people lose their youthful glow, they let resentment, fear, and negativity build up in their system. They hold on to grudges. They replay old traumas. They allow mental clutter to take up space in their mind. And that heaviness, it dulls their energy instantly. So if you want to cultivate a glow that defies time, start purifying your inner world. Release grudges that only age you. Let go of beliefs that make life feel heavy. Clear out mental and emotional clutter like you would a home, because the clearer your inner world is, the brighter your outer world reflects back at you. 4. Cultivate deep stillness. There's something about truly present people. They have a lightness to them, a peacefulness that softens their features, a presence that draws you in, and that's because stillness preserves energy. When your mind is constantly racing, when you're always reacting to life instead of moving through it with awareness, when you let external chaos dictate your internal state, it wears you down. But when you cultivate stillness, your body softens, your nervous system relaxes, your energy field becomes calm and radiant. And that's what preserves youthfulness at a deep level. So practice breathwork to reset your energy, meditation to empty out mental clutter, moments of silence to reconnect with your core self. Because the more stillness you cultivate, the more timeless your presence becomes. When people say you don't look your age, they're not just talking about your skin, they're talking about your energy, your lightness of being, your vibrational presence, your ability to move through life without heaviness weighing you down. That's what people see. That's what makes you stand out. And now, you know exactly how to cultivate more of it, the soul connection to agelessness, and how aligning with your highest self keeps you eternally youthful in a way nothing else can. It's about spirit, and when you connect to that, your presence becomes truly eternal.